Okay, let's learn how to record and set up our live stream for Sling Studio in the sanctuary. First thing we're going to do is make sure that this little contraption, it's called a Sling Studio camera link, is on. It's hooked up to our camera here, but this indicates that it's on. If it's not lit up here, this white light circle around that, you'll just have to hold that down for about 5 seconds before the light comes on, and it'll probably blink a little bit as it's connecting, but that will indicate that it's on. There's also a camera over here and one up there in the choir loft. The cameras are generally on and hooked up to the Sling Studio. From time to time, you have to turn them back on if they've powered down for whatever reason. Then we come back here to the audio booth where our Sling Studio hub is. This is the brains of the operation. This is where everything goes to. And here's the on button where it gets turned on. If the blue light at the top is on and solid, that means it's on. However, I generally find if you're the first one using it, if you'll turn it off and back on, it just works so much better when it's freshly rebooted. Now, I didn't reboot it here because it takes a long time. It takes several minutes to reboot, but just turn it off, turn it on. The blue light will flash a few times for a while, and once it's on and solid, we're good to go. Once it's good to go, the blue line's solid. We've got our iPad here, which is difficult to open with one hand, but I did it. Open up your iPad. You may have to press the button here to get it to turn on. Might have to press it twice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the code. Highly secure. So we've got a couple of things to choose from here. We've got Sling Studio. We've also got this Safari Internet icon. Oops, I did that. Click on the Safari Internet icon, and that will generally bring you to our Facebook page, the First United Methodist Church Facebook page. If the little cross and flame is right there, that indicates you're in the right spot. So first thing we have to do there is here's a little live video. This gets us to go live. So we click that, brings us to a new page. And down at the bottom, we when the live stream page comes up, hit select. It'll bring us to a whole new page. It'll think for a minute. We got this new page. Now, we have to abandon this page for a minute. So we press our button here. Now we have to go to Sling Studio. Go to Sling Studio. Get out of that. What generally comes up, come up with the Sling Studio, and you want to come to these little 3 lines over here. Click those, and it'll say create or open project. So we'll hit create, open project, new project, and now it brings up a whole new project. That's what was on the screen just a minute ago. So under my project here, we're going to rename that. Just back it up. We're going to call it test, and click that. Here we're going to select internet, the type of recording we're going to be doing, internet. And then down here, it says live broadcasting. We'll hit that toggle. Select a destination. So we'll select a destination. Custom RTMP is our destination, and worship. That'll bring this page up. All that stuff has been pre-filled in. Hit set destination, and then create. Should bring us to create. It creates the live stream. But before it does that, it's going to ask us a question here about who we are. We're going to say we're a house of worship. Save it. Now, do you want to configure the audio sources? We do. So we select yes. And up here is all of our different audio sources. We want audio line in to be on, and then we want lectern, HDMI, and pulpit all to be muted. That's the little red line that's going through them. So we'll hit make sure there's red lines going through those, but that audio line in is good. And what that is lectern, HDMI, and pulpit. Those are the cameras. And if we leave those on, we'll be getting ambient noise from the cameras. What we want is the good audio going through the microphones, into the soundboard, and then into Sling Studio. And that's what this audio line in is. So we're good there. We're gonna hit preview at the top. That brings us to our cameras. What we wanna do is everything in this bottom quadrant is what's actually being broadcast. So we'll put something down in that bottom quadrant, and you just drag and drop stuff. So we're not recording at the moment, we're not live streaming at the moment, but whatever's in this bottom spot is what's actually being broadcast. So now that we've got what we want there, over here is go live. We're gonna hit go live, brings us to this, the RTMP, we'll hit go live once more, and we should be live. That has turned red, and that says we're going live, but we're not actually live yet. We're just ready to go live. So let's press our button here again. We're gonna go back over here to the internet, to the Facebook. Oops. And it gets a little bit complicated here, but connect audio video source. We've done that. That's indicated by this being there. So it'll say complete post details. So in order to do that, let me see if I can figure out, okay, we scroll up here. It says, what's your video about? We have to fill this in. It won't let us do it without it. So we're just gonna go test again, and then a description is required. So we'll click there, right, test again there. We can get rid of this keyboard by pushing that and save. And now we've completed, you can see here, connect video source, complete post details. Those are both checked off. And since those are checked off, the next thing we need to do is actually go live on Facebook. You can see down here at the bottom, it says go live. So as soon as we push that, we actually go live streaming on Facebook. So hit that, video starting. It's gonna think through it a little bit. And now we are live. You can see if we scroll down here, we're live. So I usually have it on the big wide shot to begin with. So we're gonna click this button because we wanna be able to control what shots are on and go back to Sling Studio. So this is what is going out in this corner. This is what's going out that's being tested. And we can switch camera shots, do like that, switch a camera shot. If we want this one, we don't actually have to put it up here. We can drag it from there to there and have our church service. That's just how that works. When it's time to stop recording or stop live streaming, we just hit here, stop going live, brings that up, stop. So now we've stopped our live stream. We can click the button here, go back there, and it'll end it anyway, but we can hit end live stream there, and we're good to go. That's all there is to it. 10-minute tutorial.